Every day we take care of a variety of patients from all different backgrounds. Each of them have different medical concerns and even come from different cultures. Every patient has a different personality. Some are young, some are old. And outside the hospital, many of our patients are fascinating individuals who come from very creative backgrounds. Take, for instance, Mrs. Urbanski, the orthopedic patient you cared for last week. You weren't aware at an earlier age she was a famous ballerina. Or how about James Davidson up on pediatrics, future Olympic swimmer? And did you know Jenny Lee is a cheerleader who was hurt at the game last night? There's movie lovers, talented musicians, and even patients who can be quite distinguished outside the walls of the hospital. And because they don't feel good, they can even transform into difficult people with difficult issues. And let's face it, they can create moments in your life as a hospital staff member that are downright trying. These patients can try your patience. Every day inside these hospital walls, you can face some pretty difficult moments when you're dealing with patients and their families. And some of these moments are not even your fault. Yet, there you are, faced with a complaint, and it's up to you on how to successfully handle it. So let's take a look at a few steps on how we can put a leash around difficult situations.
You're finally here. I've been waiting for my pain pill all morning.
Unfortunately, you're not my only patient on this floor, and we have 2 nurses that called in sick today. There's only one of me to go around.
I think you can see where this is heading. The patient doesn't want to hear a list of reasons or problems that only further complicate the matter. Let's back up and see if there's another way to handle this situation.
You're finally here. I've been waiting for my pain pill all morning.
Good. Just listen to them. They want you to fully understand the issue at hand.
I apologize that you had to wait. We sincerely want to meet your needs.
Great. Empathize. Let them know you understand their feelings.
I understand that your pain level is worse. On a scale of...
Ask if you completely understood the main issue by restating the problem, and then say what you'd like to do to try to resolve the situation.
I'm going to go ahead and give you this medication. Since it's not lasting the full 4 hours, do you want me to check with Dr.
Terrific. You help the patient be satisfied by putting a leash around this difficult situation. Listen. Before jumping to the resolution, let customers gripe. Empathize. Let them know you understand their feelings. Ask if you completely understood the main issue by restating the problem. Say what you would like to do to try to resolve the situation. Help the customer be satisfied. And don't forget the next important step in closing the situation. Thank them for sharing their concern and their patience while they work to find a better answer.
Thank you for sharing your concern and patience.
Sometimes difficult moments can occur that aren't even face-to-face, but can be just as challenging to try to resolve.
My mother's nurse said that he was going to be here a few minutes ago. Well, he's not here yet.
Ma'am, don't get upset with me. If he says he'll be back, he'll be back. You'll just have to wait.
Even though it takes a little time, listening through the complaint will give you a better idea of the issue at hand and how to resolve the complaint in the best way possible.
My mother's nurse said that he'd be back in a few minutes. Well, he's not here yet. My mother really wants to get up and sit in her chair.
I apologize that you had to wait. It'll be another 10 minutes before the nurse can make it back in there. Would you like for me to send someone else?
That'd be great, thank you.
Putting a leash around difficult situations is vital to customer satisfaction. Handled correctly, many difficult patients turn into satisfied, loyal customers.
I've already told you, we don't have a bed right now.
Are you guys having a party up there? This patient's been in our emergency department for the last 6 hours.
Difficult situations don't always just involve patients and family members. Sometimes difficult moments arise between coworkers, our internal customers, department to department. It's easy to feel attacked and take what people say personally.
Oh yeah, it's a real party up here.
When you empathize, you express understanding with how someone feels. You don't have to admit guilt. You don't even have to agree. Simply express understanding.
I'm sorry for the delay in getting an open bed. I understand you guys are in a lot of pressure down there. We're expecting a discharge in the next 20 minutes.
You can't choose what happens, but you can choose your reaction. Don't forget, a complaint is a problem-solving session, not a battle of right and wrong. Remember, you are not enemies. As coworkers, you both want the same thing. You want what's in the best interest of your patients. It can be very challenging today to try to meet all the needs of patients and family members. That's why it's important to find out what they really need.
It is a gorgeous day outside
Nurse, can you
today.
tell me what time the doctor will be in today? My husband.
It's too bad you're in here. I tell you what, you let me know if there's anything you need.
Listening closely to what's being said is so important. Let's rewind and see how we put a leash around this situation.
Miss Jackson, is there any information I can provide you with before I leave?
Just asking that simple question cuts down on excessive call lights and provides quicker response to routine requests. Unfortunately, waiting is the nature of the beast in emergency medicine. Sometimes we forget that perceptions are constantly formed in the minds of patients as they're waiting for the next step in their care. Everyone can enjoy conversations with coworkers at different points in a shift. However, we have to be careful where we have those conversations. Otherwise, what might seem like a routine discussion to staff can appear as a lack of respect for the patient's time and leads to exaggerated frustration before it's all over. Because we take care of a variety of patients from different cultures, backgrounds, personalities, we have to be sensitive that how we present ourselves on stage versus off stage is extremely important. Some conversations are better off taken to the break room or spoken in a softer tone of voice. Let's face it, relationships with our coworkers are just as important as those with patients and family members. All of us are customers of each other. Staff member to staff member, department to department, all of us rely on each other each and every day for support. So let's review the 5 important steps to putting a leash around difficult situations. Step 1, listen. Before jumping to the resolution, let customers gripe. Listening gives you extra time to think about your response and formulate your answer. Step 2, empathize.
I'll call out quickly and get you another tray.
Step 3, ask if you completely understood the main issue.
Let me make sure I understood this correctly.
Restating the problem lets the customer know you were really listening and helps clarify the situation to be resolved. Step 4, say what you would like to do to resolve the situation.
Let me see if I have one in the back that's not broken.
Finally, the last step, help the customer be satisfied.
I want to thank you for your concern and your patience while we correct this problem.
When a customer has a need, there are only 2 possible outcomes. The customer will either go away angry and frustrated, or go away happy, even more satisfied than if the problem had never existed. That outcome all depends on you. So next time you're taking care of that bodybuilder, bicycle racer, or that strange-looking patient who reminds you of Uncle Bob, remember, each of them are individuals who are probably a whole lot more fun outside the hospital when they're feeling better than during the difficult moment at hand. So when they're cranky or upset, put a leash around the situation. And remember, don't let your patients try your patience.